Ouchterlonie. I am the Associate Director for Global Engagement at the University of Nottingham. Can everyone see the slides that are just about to come up? I'm responsible for developing the internationalisation strategy at Nottingham and really living our vision of being a global university. So can you see my slide? Is that up? So very grateful for having the opportunity to present to you today. I just thought I'd start by sharing how important India is to us as a country. We are in the process of developing a global engagement strategy purely focused on India, where we can really start to really develop our teaching, research, knowledge exchange and corporate CPD partnerships to support the UN Sustainable Development Goals. We really want to deliver a uniquely global student experience for our Indian students on campus, and we're really working to build a meaningful civic and cultural exchange program to connect all of our Indian students across our 3 campuses. At this moment in time, and I'm just checking my notes to make sure I get it right, we have 403 students in total at the University of Nottingham from India. 284 of those are at our UK campus, and the rest are at our campuses in China and Malaysia. So just to run through, as Southampton did, our league table positions. And what I'm going to do, I've got quite a few slides, and I'm going to skip over some of these quite quickly to really focus on the student voice and the things we do at Nottingham to really cater to our Indian students. But I'm very grateful that the slides that I'm presenting will be hosted on the main website for this event. So please do check them out afterwards. So looking at teaching, it's a real area of focus for us. So we won the Teaching Excellence Framework 2017 Gold because of our outstanding outcomes for students from all backgrounds, and particularly focusing on highly skilled employment and further study where we do excel. In terms of research, we're ranked 8th in the UK for by Research Power with a research portfolio of £650 million. We have over 290,000 alumni in 195 countries around the world. This is Ruth Wilson. She is a Golden Globe winner. Dr. Tedros at the WHO is a Nottingham graduate. We have excellent graduates all over the world. So I thought I'd just share a slide showing one of our graduates from India and sharing his student experience at Nottingham. Prytek believes fully that his journey at Nottingham played a pivotal role in his life, and developing skills while he was doing undergraduate and postgraduate education, which have really changed his outlook as to what's possible in the professional sphere after he graduated. We also have Edwin, who is one of our stellar alumni in the field of architecture. He really found that the impact of his education at Nottingham had a profound experience on his life, and he received the 2020 Ryber Sargent Award for Excellence in Drawing as part of his degree programme. Looking at our student breakdown, so we have quite a large international student cohort. A quarter of our students are from outside of the UK, outside of the EU, with a further 10% in the EU. And I think quite importantly for the parents that are on the call, 83.1 of our students at Nottingham graduate with a first class or an upper second class honours degree. From an Indian student perspective, as Tara said earlier on, the majority of our students from India are postgraduates, and looking at where the majority of those students study, they study in our Faculty of Social Sciences, which is where our business school is. We have over 270 undergraduate courses and 230 postgraduate courses at Nottingham. And we have outstanding career support here at Nottingham. We have very specific career support focused on Indian students as well. So we're consistently ranked in the UK top 10 for employability. We're consistently ranked in the world top 70 for employability, which really goes to show the efforts our careers team go to ensure that our graduates are best placed to move on into the world of employment. Looking at our postgraduate careers team, they currently have a number of initiatives specifically for Indian students, running seminars and content and engagement platforms titled How to Get a Step Ahead in the Indian Job Market. So working very, very closely with employers in India. We have an India Connect Alumni Insight webinar where Indian alumni who have been successful in securing employment in India, but also in hotspots like in New York, Hong Kong, London, can share their experiences with Indian students and help them to get onto the ladder. And we have an Asia Careers Insight series, which featured in the last 12 months an India labour market panel and a session on how to impress Indian employers with your UK experience. So looking at Indian graduate outcomes, these are the market sectors that our graduates tend to end up in and have ended up in the last 12 and 24 months. So very strong in marketing and sales, information technology, operations and logistics and finance. And looking at the Indian student experience, we have a unique Indian student experience at Nottingham. So I'll show you a slide on our campus later, but we're set in, I think, 300 acres of parkland. Running through the middle of that parkland on our campus is a place called the Downs. And every year we have a Holi festival on the Downs, which is run by the Nottingham Hindu Society. And it's just a day of celebration of everything around Indian culture and the festival of Holi. We have an Indian dance society. We have 6 Indian faith societies, and we have a Nottingham Indian Diversity Forum where we bring, renowned and famous and successful Indians to come and talk to our Indian student community. And this has featured Surav Ganguly and Rohit Shetty in the past. So we really try and connect Indians at our university with successful Indians around the world. In terms of sport, we have a £40 million sports village, which comes complete with all of these things here, which really support our students' sporting journey. And the one thing that we commit to at Nottingham is to develop a global mindset in all of our staff and our students, so that anyone who comes to Nottingham and graduates from Nottingham can do so in an environment which promotes developing a global mindset, to give our graduates an awareness and openness to diversity across cultures, to be able to inherently exercise flexibility and emotional and cultural intelligence with a strong intellectual ability, and to really think in a global way and act across borders and not be bound by local mindsets and constraints. So this is our University Park campus, 300 acres of parkland with a garden and a boating lake, consistently winning Green Flag Awards. And as I've mentioned, it's home to our £40 million sports village. And we're part of a great city. We've got a large, vibrant student population. It's very safe, it's eco-friendly. We've got a thriving art scene, the UNESCO City of Literature and the most independent shops outside of London. Trent Bridge Cricket Ground, so those eagle-eyed among you can see that that's the Indian team walking off the ground at Trent Bridge after they destroyed England. We also have Nottingham Forest Football Club, and we've recently been described as fun, funky and affordable by the Sunday Times Best Places to Live. And I thought I'd finish off by just looking at some of the things our Indian students say about their experience at Nottingham. I think particularly here, a quote from a student who has been impacted by the pandemic, and really happy with the support that the university have offered during this time. And also just noting the network of friends and the support that the professors and the department have given during the pandemic times. Another quote here from a master's student, looking at really celebrating the diversity we have here at Nottingham, and just noting how important the Indian society is for Indian students when they come to the UK. And I think finishing strong, I think Bharti's quotes are very strong indeed. I think, settling into a new city is tough. And because Nottingham is such a diverse university, but also a really diverse city, there's a lot for Indian students to do, and a lot of activities that the Students' Union put on to really help Indian students feel welcomed to us here at Nottingham. And I'm going to echo some of the words that Shalini mentioned earlier. Indian students are renowned for their energy and their entrepreneurship and their intellect, and we really welcome our Indian student community onto our campus. So that was a very quick whiz through. As I say, the slides will be made available on the local website. Emma Winter is the person to direct any queries to. We have an India-specific student recruitment person. She can be, and she's happy to answer any questions anyone may have. And I will try very briefly to answer any questions before I need to nip off to my next meeting.